grew up in the Gurukul tradition, the spiritual studies, the Vedic studies. I do my japa, I do my chanting. But I get tired of doing my chanting because I keep taking God's name, but I'm not finding God. I'm meditating on God, but I'm not finding God. How will I actually find God? I'm doing all the right things. There's a story. English तो समझते हैं ना पूरी ठीक. धीरे बोलूंगी. There's a story of a man like you who was looking for God everywhere, doing sadhana, doing meditation, doing study. But he couldn't find God. And he was very frustrated, very upset, very hurt. And he sat down next to a river. And he said, forget it. I'm not doing any of this anymore. Forget it. I'm tired. Can't see God anywhere. Forget it. And suddenly, out of the river, a fish jumped into the air. And the fish starts flapping around in the air, saying, water, water, water. I'm going to die without water. I need water. And the man says, you silly fish, you live in water. You've just come out of the water. Now you're screaming for water. Just go back in the water. And the fish says, I love stories where fish can talk. So the fish says, you are doing the same thing. You're screaming and crying for God. But you live in God like I live in water. But for you, it's even more because there's no place you can go that God isn't. For me, I can come in the air, there's no water. But for you, there's no place God isn't. But you're flapping around in God, screaming for God. Go back inside. You tell me, go back in the water. I tell you, go back inside. God is there. Take it. These practices of japa, of meditation, they're not something that brings God. They're something that purifies our vision so we can experience God. So it's not, I'm going to just keep doing my japa and then suddenly God will appear. It's through my japa, I will open my eyes and realize I have been looking at God the whole time. That's the power. Beautiful.